Deep in the heart of southern Africa, nestled among the rolling hills and vibrant cultures, lives a tribe unlike any other. The Lemba people, long established in parts of Zimbabwe, South Africa, and surrounding countries, carry with them a heritage shrouded in mystery and whispered traditions. For generations, they have claimed a lineage that links them not to the surrounding Bantu populations, but to a distant land far to the north, the ancient land of Israel. This claim, often met with skepticism and disbelief, sets them apart, marking them as a people distinct in their beliefs and practices. The Lemba, though seemingly indistinguishable from their African neighbors, harbor a story that stretches across continents and spans millennia. Their very presence in southern Africa is an enigma, a puzzle piece that seems to defy conventional historical narratives. How did a tribe claiming Jewish ancestry come to inhabit this part of the world, so geographically and culturally removed from the Middle East? The answer, passed down through generations of Lemba storytellers, lies in a compelling oral history, rich in detail and unwavering in its assertion of an ancestral journey from Israel to their present homeland. This journey, fraught with peril and displacement, is central to the Lemba identity, shaping their customs, beliefs, and their very understanding of who they are. The Lemba story is not merely one of migration, but of resilience, of a people clinging to traditions and beliefs in the face of overwhelming cultural pressure. They have, throughout their history in southern Africa, maintained practices that mark them as distinct, practices that echo the ancient laws and customs of the Israelites. From dietary restrictions to circumcision rituals to a reverence for a single universal God, the Lemba have held fast to their heritage, preserving a cultural identity rooted in a land far beyond their physical borders. For centuries, the Lemba people have carefully preserved their oral history, passing down the story of their origins from generation to generation, providing a sense of identity and continuity in a world that often questioned their claims. These stories speak of a time long ago, when their ancestors embarked on a perilous journey from a distant land called Sinai. One group, clinging to the wreckage of their vessels, was cast upon the shores of southern Africa, destined to become the ancestors of the Lemba people we know today. The Lemba people, despite their geographic distance from the land of their ancestors, have maintained unique customs and practices. These traditions echo ancient Israelite laws and rituals, serving as a testament to their claimed heritage. Central to their identity is monotheism, the belief in a single, universal God. This aligns them closely with Judaism. They refer to their God by names reminiscent of Hebrew, like Nwali and Rumbi. The Lemba adhere to practices mirroring Jewish tradition. Circumcision is observed as a symbol of their covenant with God. They maintain dietary laws resembling kosher practices, abstaining from certain meats. These traditions, passed down through generations, showcase the resilience of the Lemba people. Their customs and beliefs are woven into their daily lives, celebrating their identity. The Lemba's claim of Israelite ancestry, rooted in oral tradition and cultural practices, faced skepticism. The scientific community initially approached the Lemba's narrative with caution. The latter half of the 20th century saw genetic analysis revolutionize our understanding of human history. This technology offered a chance to unravel the mystery of the Lemba people. Genetic research could confirm or refute the Lemba's claims. If accurate, their DNA should show ancient Israelite lineage. Studies focused on genetic markers within the Lemba population. These studies would rewrite our understanding of the Lemba people. Genetic analyses revealed the Lemba carry ancient Israelite DNA. The Cohen Modal Haplotype was found at high frequencies within the Lemba. This genetic signature confirmed they were telling the truth. The discovery sent shockwaves through the scientific community. It provided irrefutable evidence supporting the Lemba's claims. Their narrative could no longer be dismissed. The Lemba were connected to the ancient Israelites. Their journey to southern Africa was now supported by genetic evidence. To fully grasp the epic journey of the Lemba people, we must first turn back the pages of history to a time of great upheaval in the ancient Near East. It was an era marked by the rise of powerful empires vying for control of vital trade routes and fertile lands. One such empire, known for its military prowess and ruthless efficiency, was Assyria. Under a succession of ambitious kings, the Assyrian Empire expanded its reach, conquering neighboring kingdoms and subjugating their populations. Among their conquests was the northern kingdom of Israel, a land steeped in religious tradition and home to the Israelites. The Assyrian conquest of Israel, recorded in both biblical and historical accounts, took place in the 8th century BCE. Led by King Shalmaneser V and Sargon II, the Assyrian armies swept through the land, scattering the Israelite population. The Assyrians, known for their brutal tactics, forcibly relocated conquered peoples, scattering the Israelites far beyond their homeland. This practice had the unintended consequence of scattering the Israelites, marking the beginning of a long period of displacement and exile. The fall of Israel sent shockwaves throughout the ancient Near East. For the Israelites, it marked the beginning of a long and arduous period of displacement and exile. The Assyrians dispersed the Israelites throughout various regions, disrupting their traditional ways of life. This forced migration sowed the seeds for the emergence of Jewish communities far beyond ancient Israel. The Israelites adapted to their new surroundings, planting the seeds for a global diaspora that would endure for millennia. The Assyrian conquest and its aftermath had a profound impact on the trajectory of the Jewish people. It marked the beginning of their transformation from a nation rooted in a specific geographic location to a people dispersed across the globe. This historical event contributed to the resilience and adaptability of the Jewish people. Their ability to preserve their identity and traditions, even in the face of adversity, became a defining characteristic. The scattering of the Israelites set the stage for the emergence of Jewish communities in diverse corners of the ancient world. Among the scattered tribes of Israel, a group known as the Buba clan embarked on a journey that would lead them to the distant southern reaches of Africa. Their story, passed down through generations of Lemba oral tradition, speaks of a perilous sea voyage, a desperate search for refuge, and the challenges of maintaining their identity in a new and unfamiliar land. The Buba clan, sailing in wooden vessels ill-equipped for such a long and arduous voyage, faced treacherous currents, unpredictable storms, and the ever-present threat of piracy. Many perished during the long and difficult journey, their bodies consigned to the depths of the sea, their final resting place marked only by the tears and prayers of their grieving families. After weeks at sea, battered by storms and weary from their journey, the Buba clan finally caught sight of land. The arrival of these seafaring strangers, with their unfamiliar customs and stories of a distant homeland, must have been a momentous occasion for the indigenous populations they encountered. They had found a new home, a place where they could begin to rebuild their lives and preserve the traditions of their ancestors. The Buba clan, for their part, had reached the end of their long and arduous journey. The arrival of the Buba clan in southern Africa marked the beginning of a new chapter in their history. These traditions, passed down through generations of oral storytelling and religious practice, would become the bedrock of their identity in their new African homeland. They continued to practice circumcision, a ritual central to their identity and a tangible link to their Israelite ancestors. The Buba clan's commitment to their ancestral traditions extended beyond religious practice. The stories, imbued with the weight of history and the wisdom of their ancestors, instilled a sense of pride and belonging, reinforcing the Buba clan's sense of community and shared purpose. However, the core elements of their identity, their monotheistic beliefs, dietary practices, and oral history, remained remarkably intact. The Buba clan story is a powerful example of cultural continuity, demonstrating the enduring power of tradition and the ability of a people to maintain their unique identity even in the face of significant external pressure. The Buba clan's ability to preserve their traditions in a new and unfamiliar environment is a testament to their resilience and adaptability. The Buba clan, over generations, integrated into the social fabric of southern Africa, forming alliances with neighboring tribes, engaging in trade, and adopting certain aspects of local customs. This unwavering commitment to their heritage sowed the seeds of resilience, allowing them to navigate the complexities of cultural exchange while maintaining a strong sense of who they were and where they came from. The resilience of the Buba clan is evident in their ability to maintain their distinct identity within a larger cultural milieu. Their story challenges the notion that cultural preservation requires isolation, demonstrating that it is possible to engage with other cultures while remaining true to one's own. These narratives, passed down from generation to generation, ensured that even as the Buba clan navigated the complexities of life in a new land, they remained connected to their past, their identity anchored in the stories of their ancestors. The Buba clan's journey, from their displacement from the ancient Near East to their arrival and integration into southern Africa, is a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit. They faced unimaginable challenges, enduring exile, hardship, and the constant pressure of assimilation. Their story is a powerful reminder that cultural heritage is not defined by geography, but rather by the enduring spirit of a people determined to preserve their traditions and pass them on to future generations. The Lemba oral history, rich in vivid detail and emotional resonance, describes their ancestors' departure from Senna, a city widely believed to be Sana'a, the ancient capital of Yemen. The Lemba oral traditions describe a meticulously planned exodus, a testament to their organizational skills and foresight. Skilled craftsmen worked tirelessly, repairing and reinforcing their vessels, ensuring they were seaworthy enough to brave the treacherous currents and unpredictable storms of the Indian Ocean. Mothers whispered words of encouragement to their children, their eyes reflecting both pride and apprehension, while fathers imparted practical advice, their voices firm yet tinged with a father's love. The air resonated with the mournful cries of loved ones left behind, the sound mingling with the excited chatter of children embarking on an adventure beyond their wildest dreams. As the sun rose, casting a golden glow over the ancient city of Senna, the Lemba boarded their vessels, their holds laden with provisions, their hearts filled with a mixture of hope and trepidation. With a final prayer offered to their god, the Lemba set sail, their vessels cutting through the azure waters, leaving behind the familiar shores of Yemen and venturing into the vast expanse of the Indian Ocean, their destination unknown, their destiny yet to be written. Section 2. Navigating Perilous Seas. The Lemba oral history is replete with tales of harrowing storms, of towering waves that threatened to engulf their ships, and of howling winds that ripped at their sails, testing the limits of their endurance and the strength of their faith. The Lemba, though accustomed to the ways of the sea, found themselves at the mercy of its unpredictable nature. Rations dwindled, and fresh water became a precious commodity, carefully rationed and shared amongst the weary travelers. Yet, even in their darkest hours, they found solace in their faith, their shared beliefs serving as a beacon of hope amidst the storm. Their faith, passed down through generations, sustained them, providing a sense of purpose and unity that transcended the hardships they faced. Yet, through it all, they clung to the hope of reaching land, their spirits buoyed by the stories of their ancestors, their hearts filled with the determination to honor their legacy by forging a new path for their people. Their journey, though fraught with peril, became a testament to the enduring strength of the human spirit, the ability to overcome adversity through courage, faith, and an unshakable belief in a destiny yet to be fulfilled. Yhwh. Section 3. The Great Divide. The Lemba oral history recounts a pivotal event during their perilous journey across the Indian Ocean. A cataclysmic storm, a tempest of such fury that it cleaved their fleet in two, scattering their people across the vast expanse of water. The Lemba oral traditions describe the storm as an apocalyptic event, a manifestation of nature's raw power. Amidst the chaos and terror, as the storm raged around them, the Lemba's carefully crafted fleet was torn asunder. Cries of terror pierced the air, mingling with the roar of the wind and the crashing thunder, a symphony of fear and despair. When the storm finally abated, leaving behind a trail of wreckage and shattered dreams, the Lemba took stock of their losses. Yet amidst the devastation, a glimmer of hope emerged. They would rebuild, they would adapt, and they would honor the memory of those lost by carrying on their journey, their hearts filled with both sorrow and a steely determination to survive. Section 4. Landfall in Africa. After an eternity at sea, the Lemba survivors finally sighted land. the southeastern African coastline emerged, a beacon of hope. Their battered vessels limped towards the shore, prayers of gratitude offered. They had reached a new land to rebuild their lives. The Lemba wasted no time establishing a foothold. They disembarked, weary but unbroken. They surveyed the landscape, assessing its bounty and dangers. They arrived with little more than their faith. The Lemba oral history recounts their initial encounters with curiosity and caution. These were people different from any they had encountered before. Despite cultural barriers, they sought peaceful relations. They offered gifts of beads, spices, and fabrics. The Lemba quickly set about rebuilding their lives. They cultivated crops suited to the African soil. They constructed simple yet sturdy dwellings. They revived their ancient traditions. They arrived as shipwrecked strangers, but they would not remain strangers for long. They would adapt, thrive, and call this land home. The Lemba, despite the challenges of adapting to a new environment, never lost sight of their heritage. They clung to their traditions, their beliefs, and their stories. Their oral history, passed down through generations, recounts their determination to preserve their way of life, ensuring that even in this new land, their unique identity would not be lost. Central to the Lemba's efforts was the preservation of their religious practices. They continued to worship one God. They adhered to dietary laws, abstaining from certain foods, particularly pork. These practices served as visible markers of their distinct cultural and religious heritage. The Lemba also maintained their tradition of circumcision, symbolizing their covenant with God. The Lemba's ability to preserve their traditions is a testament to their resilience and adaptability. Over time, there was some degree of cultural exchange with neighboring Bantu populations. However, the core elements of their identity remained remarkably intact. Their story is a powerful example of cultural continuity and the ability to maintain a unique identity. The Lemba found a way to make Africa their home without sacrificing their heritage. The Lemba people, nestled in southern Africa, carry within their oral history a whisper of kinship that stretches across continents. Their stories speak of a sister group separated by the Great Divide, believed to have landed on India's shores. This narrative hints at a connection transcending geographical boundaries, a shared heritage woven into two communities. Their story resonates with a universal truth. We are all connected by the invisible threads of shared heritage. The Lemba's belief in a sister community in India gained new significance with the discovery of the Bene Israel, a community residing along the western coast of India who also claim descent from the ancient Israelites. The Ben Israel, like the Lemba, trace their origins to a time of great upheaval in the Middle East, their ancestors fleeing persecution and seeking refuge in a distant land. The Bene Israel arrived in India over 2,000 years ago, shipwrecked on the Konkan coast. Like the Lemba, they maintained their distinct identity, adhering to certain Jewish customs. They integrated into Indian society, adopting local languages and customs while preserving core elements of their heritage. Their story is a testament to the enduring power of cultural memory and the adaptability of the human spirit. The Lemba of southern Africa and the Bene Israel of India, though separated by thousands of miles and diverse cultural influences, share a remarkable number of traditions and practices that hint at a possible common origin. These shared threads, woven into the fabric of their respective cultures, are more than just coincidences. They represent a tangible link to a shared past, a testament to the enduring power of cultural memory and the transmission of knowledge across generations. These similarities, while not conclusive proof of a direct genealogical connection, provide compelling evidence for further investigation into the possibility of a shared ancestry. One of the most striking similarities between the Lemba and the Bene Israel is their adherence to a number of Jewish customs, despite centuries of living amongst people with different cultural and religious practices. Both communities practice circumcision, a ritual of great significance in Judaism, symbolizing the covenant between God and Abraham. While circumcision is practiced by other cultures, the Lemba and Bene Israel adhere to specific rituals and timings that closely resemble those outlined in Jewish law, suggesting a transmission of knowledge that predates their separation and dispersal. Dietary laws, another cornerstone of Jewish tradition, also feature prominently in both Lemba and Bene Israel cultures. Both communities abstain from eating pork, a prohibition rooted in the Torah, and adhere to similar rules regarding the slaughter and preparation of meat. These dietary restrictions, often at odds with the culinary practices of their surrounding populations, have served as powerful markers of their distinct cultural identity and a testament to their commitment to preserving their ancestral traditions. Beyond these religious practices, the Lemba and the Bene Israel share a reverence for education and a strong tradition of oral storytelling. Both communities place a high value on the transmission of knowledge from one generation to the next, ensuring the preservation of their history, their beliefs, and their cultural identity. Their stories, passed down through generations, serve as a vital link to their past, reminding them of their unique heritage and their connection to a lineage that extends far beyond their immediate surroundings. The story of the Lemba and the Bene Israel invites us to contemplate the vast tapestry of human migration. It challenges us to recognize the interconnectedness of human experience and the enduring power of shared ancestry. Their story is a testament to the human spirit's ability to adapt and preserve cultural identity. The arrival of the Lemba in southern Africa marked a new chapter in their history. They found a land teeming with life, from lush forests to vast plains. Adapting to this new environment required resourcefulness and faith. Amidst challenges, they discovered immense beauty and potential. Skilled in agriculture, they recognized the fertile potential of the soil. They cleared land and planted crops suited to the local climate. The Lemba's arrival brought them into contact with diverse Bantu communities. These encounters evolved into relationships through trade and intermarriage. The Lemba navigated cultural exchange while preserving their identity. They engaged in trade, fostering relationships and interdependence. The village, a cluster of homes nestled amidst the rolling hills or sprawling savannas, formed the heart of Lemba life in southern Africa. It was a place of community, of shared experiences, and of a deep-rooted connection to the land and to one another. The Lemba village, a microcosm of their culture and their values, provided a sense of belonging and continuity. Homes, constructed from locally sourced materials, were designed to blend harmoniously with the natural landscape. The layout of the village often followed a circular pattern, with homes clustered around a central communal space. Daily life in a Lemba village revolved around a rhythm of work and celebration, of communal responsibility and shared joy. Section 3. Weaving through cultures. Integration and identity. The Lemba's arrival in southern Africa brought them into close contact with a diverse array of Bantu-speaking communities, each with its own unique customs, languages, and belief systems. Navigating this complex cultural landscape required a delicate balance, a commitment to preserving their own heritage while adapting to the realities of their new environment and forging relationships with their neighbors. The Lemba, over generations, demonstrated a remarkable ability to weave their way through these cultural currents, maintaining their distinct identity while integrating into the social fabric of their adopted homeland. The Lemba, skilled in agriculture and craftsmanship, quickly established themselves as valuable members of their new communities. They traded their agricultural produce, livestock, and crafted goods with their Bantu neighbors, their economic activities fostering relationships and creating a web of interdependence that transcended cultural differences. They participated in local markets, their presence adding to the vibrancy and diversity of these social and economic hubs. Intermarriage between Lemba and Bantu people, though often subject to strict rules and regulations within both communities, played a significant role in bridging cultural divides and fostering a sense of shared identity. These unions, often accompanied by the exchange of dowries and the blending of customs, created families whose lineages reflected the complexities of their interwoven histories. Children born into these families grew up navigating a rich tapestry of cultural influences, their identities shaped by the traditions of both their Lemba and Bantu ancestors. The Lemba's integration into southern African society was not without its challenges. Their adherence to certain religious practices, such as their refusal to eat pork, often set them apart from their neighbors, leading to accusations of being clannish or different. However, the Lemba, for the most part, navigated these social tensions with diplomacy and a deep respect for the beliefs of others. They sought to educate their neighbors about their customs, explaining the significance of their dietary restrictions and other practices. Their willingness to engage in dialogue, fostering understanding and respect. Section 4. Guardians of the Flame, preserving a heritage. The Lemba remained steadfast in preserving their unique heritage amidst change. They passed down traditions, beliefs, and stories to future generations. Guardians of the Flame, protectors of a legacy, their efforts a testament to cultural memory. Oral tradition was central to preserving their heritage. Stories, songs, and proverbs served as a living library. Elders played a vital role in transmitting knowledge to younger generations. Their commitment extended beyond the spoken word. They practiced circumcision, marking their covenant with God. Adhering to dietary laws, their culinary practices reminded them of their identity. Their distinct forms of dress incorporated elements of their ancestral heritage. The Lemba's story is a testament to the strength of cultural identity. Despite migration and adaptation, they preserved cultural continuity. Their story shows that cultural identity can endure amidst change. The Lemba inspire us, showing that cultural identity can continue to burn brightly. For centuries, the Lemba people of southern Africa clung to their oral history, claiming ancestry in ancient Israel. This claim, central to their identity, was met with skepticism. The scientific community approached the Lemba's story with caution. Genetic analysis offered a chance to confirm or refute their claim. The prospect of using genetic analysis captured researchers' imaginations. Could this tool provide the validation the Lemba sought? Could it bridge the gap between oral history and empirical evidence? Studies would alter our understanding of the Lemba people. Early genetic studies yielded intriguing results. Significant percentages of Lemba men carried genetic signatures similar to Jewish populations. These findings provided hints of a genetic connection. The scientific community awaited more comprehensive studies. The discovery of the Cohen Modal Haplotype was groundbreaking. This genetic marker is strongly associated with the Kohanim, priestly descendants of Aaron. The discovery provided compelling evidence of Israelite ancestry. The Lemba's oral history was supported by the building blocks of life itself. The Cohen Modal Haplotype, a specific sequence of DNA on the Y chromosome, emerged as key in unraveling the Lemba's ancestral origins. This genetic signature is passed down from father to son, largely unchanged, through generations. The CMH's presence within the Lemba, especially the Buba clan, linked them to the Kohanim, descendants of Aaron. The CMH is rare and strongly associated with Jewish populations tracing back to the Kohanim. The genetic studies that revealed the presence of the Cohen Modal Haplotype within the Lemba population provided compelling evidence to support their claim of Israelite ancestry. The Lemba, geographically isolated in southern Africa, found themselves connected, through the very building blocks of life, to Jewish communities scattered across the globe. The genetic link between the Lemba and Jewish populations in the Middle East challenged long-held assumptions about the geographical limits of the Jewish diaspora. The Lemba's story, once considered an anomaly, suddenly took on a new significance, offering a glimpse into the complex and often overlooked chapters of human migration. Beyond the gene, culture, identity, and the limits of DNA, the discovery of the Cohen Modal Haplotype within the Lemba population sparked a broader conversation. The Lemba's story highlighted the limitations of relying solely on genetic data. They had defined themselves by their unique cultural traditions and oral history. Identity is a fluid and multifaceted tapestry woven from a multitude of influences. Genetics can provide insights, but it cannot fully capture the essence of who we are. Identity is a complex tapestry woven from genetics, history, culture, and lived experiences. A future illuminated by the past. The Lemba story, propelled into the spotlight by genetic science, has captured the imagination of people worldwide. Their journey, a testament to human resilience, and their commitment to traditions, offers hope and inspiration in a divided world. Their story reminds us that migration and cultural blending can be sources of strength and unity. The Lemba, for centuries, lived with the knowledge of their unique heritage, their oral history passed down through generations. Scientific validation of their ancestry has not altered their identity. It has provided a platform for their voices on a global stage, challenging notions about race and identity. The Lemba's story is not just about the past, it is a story for the future. In a world grappling with identity and belonging, the Lemba's experience offers a roadmap for cultural exchange and heritage preservation. They have shown it is possible to embrace new cultures while honoring traditions. The Lemba's story is a testament to human connection and shared ancestry. Their journey, once shrouded in skepticism, is now illuminated by scientific inquiry and cultural understanding. The Lemba, through their commitment to heritage and resilience, have gifted the world with a story of hope and shared humanity. A legacy of resilience. The Lemba people stand as a testament to the remarkable resilience of the human spirit. Their journey, spanning continents and millennia, is a testament to the power of cultural memory and tradition. Their legacy, etched in their DNA and woven into their cultural practices, continues to captivate the imagination. The Lemba's story is a powerful reminder that cultural heritage is not defined by geographical boundaries. Despite facing unimaginable challenges, they emerged as a community strengthened by their trials. Their journey stands as a powerful counter-narrative to tales of cultural dominance and assimilation. The Lemba's resilience is a living testament to the power of human connection and community. The Lemba's story, propelled onto the global stage by the groundbreaking discoveries of genetic science, has become a powerful catalyst for intercultural dialogue and understanding. Their journey, once shrouded in the mists of time and the weight of skepticism, has sparked a renewed interest in the history of human migration, the complexities of cultural exchange, and the interconnectedness of seemingly disparate communities. Their story challenges us to look beyond the confines of geographical boundaries, to recognize the shared threads that bind us together, and to celebrate the richness and diversity of the human experience. The Lemba's claim of Israelite ancestry, once met with disbelief, has prompted a reassessment of long-held assumptions about the geographical limits of the Jewish diaspora and the diversity of Jewish identity. Their story has opened up new avenues of research, leading to a greater appreciation for the complexities of Jewish history, the multifaceted nature of cultural identity, and the enduring legacy of a people who have navigated the currents of history for millennia, leaving their mark on cultures and continents across the globe. The Lemba's story has also fostered a greater understanding between themselves and their Bantu-speaking neighbors in southern Africa. The scientific validation of their ancestry, far from creating a divide, has served as a springboard for dialogue, prompting both communities to re-examine their shared history, to acknowledge the complexities of their interwoven pasts, and to celebrate the richness of their cultural tapestry. The Lemba's story, in this sense, has become a bridge, connecting communities, fostering understanding, and promoting a shared sense of belonging. The Lemba's legacy extends beyond the realm of academia and historical inquiry. It has found its way into the hearts and minds of people from all walks of life, inspiring artists, writers, and musicians to explore themes of identity, migration, and the search for belonging. Their story, with its themes of resilience, adaptation, and the enduring power of cultural memory, has resonated with audiences worldwide, demonstrating the universal appeal of stories that celebrate our shared humanity and the enduring strength of the human spirit. The Lemba people, thrust into the global spotlight by the revelations of their genetic heritage, have navigated newfound recognition with pride and pragmatism. They have embraced opportunities, engaging in intercultural dialogue, sharing their story with the world. Yet, they remain grounded in their traditions and communities. The Lemba's story has resonated with Jewish communities worldwide, leading to a greater sense of kinship. Some Lemba have chosen to formally convert to Judaism, embracing their ancestors' religious practices. Others maintain their unique blend of traditions, honoring their heritage while forging their own path. The Lemba exemplify the diversity of Jewish identity, showing there is no single path to belonging. Despite challenges, the Lemba remain committed to preserving their cultural heritage. They have established cultural centers and educational programs, teaching their youth about their history and traditions. They use technology to share their story, connecting with a global audience. The Lemba's story is a testament to the enduring power of culture and tradition. Their experience reminds us that even in a globalized world, it is possible to maintain a strong sense of identity. The Lemba, through their commitment to heritage and dialogue, offer a beacon of hope and the transformative power of cultural understanding. The story of the Lemba people, once a whisper carried on the winds of oral tradition, has become a powerful and enduring narrative, captivating the imagination and challenging preconceived notions about race, identity, and the enduring legacy of human migration. Their journey, spanning continents and millennia, speaks to the resilience of the human spirit, the enduring power of cultural memory, and the interconnectedness of our shared human experience. Their legacy, etched in their DNA, woven into the fabric of their cultural practices, and passed down through generations of storytelling, continues to inspire, to challenge, and to illuminate the richness and diversity of the human tapestry. The Lemba's story is a reminder that history is not a static or monolithic entity. It is a dynamic and multifaceted tapestry woven from countless individual stories, migrations, cultural exchanges, and adaptations. Their journey challenges us to look beyond the confines of traditional historical narratives, to seek out the voices of marginalized communities, and to embrace a more nuanced and inclusive understanding of the past. The Lemba's story is a testament to the enduring power of belief, the strength of community, and the importance of preserving cultural heritage in a rapidly changing world. Their journey reminds us that our identities are not fixed or immutable. They are fluid and dynamic, shaped by the choices we make, the stories we tell, and the traditions we choose to honor. The Lemba's story is an invitation to embrace the richness and complexity of the human experience, to celebrate the diversity of cultures, and to recognize the shared threads that bind us together as citizens of a global community. Their legacy, passed down through generations, is a gift to the world, a story of resilience, adaptation, and the enduring power of the human spirit to overcome adversity and forge a path toward a brighter future. The Lemba people, for centuries a whispered enigma in southern Africa, have emerged from the shadows of history, preserving their heritage against all odds. From ancient Middle Eastern cities to African savannas, their journey challenges notions about race, identity, and migration. Scientific inquiry has revealed a genetic link to the ancient Israelites, resonating deeply within the Lemba and Jewish communities. Their journey is a testament to human resilience and the preservation of cultural identity amidst history's shifting currents. Navigating treacherous waters, they forged a new life far from their ancestral lands. Throughout their journey, they clung to traditions, ensuring their unique heritage would not be lost. The Lemba's story challenges us to embrace a more nuanced and inclusive view of history. Their experience reminds us that history is a complex tapestry woven from countless individual stories and cultural exchanges. The Lemba have enriched our understanding of the human experience and the power of cultural identity. The Lemba people, despite facing centuries of skepticism and the challenges of living as a minority culture, have emerged with a renewed sense of pride and purpose. Their story, once dismissed as legend, has captured global imagination, inspiring appreciation for cultural diversity. The Lemba's commitment to their heritage and identity is a testament to their community's strength. They have faced adversity with courage and resilience, emerging with their traditions intact and stories ready to share. The Lemba have embraced visibility, engaging in intercultural dialogue and advocating for their heritage. They have established cultural centers and educational programs to teach their youth. They use technology to connect globally and ensure their legacy continues. The Lemba's story is about shaping the future. They understand cultural identity must evolve and adapt. They ensure traditions remain relevant and inspire a richer understanding of humanity. The story of the Lemba people, while deeply rooted in the specifics of their own unique journey, carries within it a powerful message of hope and inspiration for all of humanity. Their experience, marked by migration adaptation and the enduring power of cultural memory, speaks to the interconnectedness of human experience, the universality of the search for identity and belonging, and the enduring legacy of ancient journeys that continue to shape our understanding of the world today. The Lemba's story reminds us that our world is a tapestry woven from the threads of countless cultures, each with its own unique history, traditions, and perspectives. It encourages us to approach difference with curiosity rather than fear, to embrace the richness and complexity of human experience, and to recognize that our shared humanity transcends the artificial boundaries of race, religion, and geographical location. The Lemba, Through their remarkable journey, their unwavering commitment to their heritage, and their willingness to share their story with the world have gifted us with a powerful symbol of hope and resilience. They remind us that even in the face of adversity, even when our voices are drowned out by the clamor of the world around us, even when our stories are met with skepticism and disbelief, the human spirit can endure. They have shown us that it is possible to navigate the complexities of a changing world without losing sight of who we are and where we come from. The Lemba's story is a call to action, an invitation to embrace the richness and diversity of human experience, to celebrate the unique contributions of all cultures, and to work together to create a world where everyone feels a sense of belonging, where ancient journeys are remembered, and where shared futures are built on a foundation of mutual respect, understanding, and the enduring power of the human spirit.